What's up, guys? Welcome back. It's Monday for me. It's also my birthday. This day, June 4th, well, it's June 4th for me, by the way. June 4th, 2011, I packed up a Penske truck and moved to Orlando. Today's video is about an adventure that started 7 years ago today. Let's talk about what's changed in my life since then. Maybe all you guys that say you want to be techs, you'll know what'll change in your life too, or something. Job number one of the day is measuring a clutch cable, because cables can in fact be too long, like this guy's. Why does it smell like burnt clutch in here, by the way? Is this burnt clutch oil? Probably. That son of a bitch. The whole shop smells like it. Burnt up clutch oil right here. So I'm going to tape a piece of string to the clutch cable. That way I'm not like moving one of those metal ends of a tape measure right around this guy's chrome and paint and everything. It's kind of funny. The length is exactly to this piece of tape right here. This is an easy way to get a measurement out of something that's curved too. My measuring tape is straight. 62 inches. That 2011 June 4th move, it's me, my wife, and my oldest, Maddie, little girl. She's, well, 7 now. Kind of scary. See, when I went to school, I hadn't been there in a while to a school, you know. I figure you guys that might be going probably in the same boat. Not too many 18-year-olds rush out to go to motorcycle school, you know, straight from high school, which that's what I was kind of curious about. I always wondered, like, who goes to motorcycle school? Well, older, mature people, which is nice. At least that's who I had in my classes. And then a bunch of high school kids that care less about school. Everybody there wants to be there. Just nice. Everybody there has a reason to be there. They like motorcycles, so you instantly have more in common at motorcycle school with your fellow classmates than you do at a regular college or something. Next bike. The lighting over here by the Trike lift is pretty atrocious. So these folks are headed on a big trip from Georgia to Texas and back, so I wanted front tire checked, brake fluid, just normal stuff. They get it serviced regularly, but check out what's happened since the last time I've seen this bike. Yeah, I can kind of see it. A little hole right there. 2 of them. So those 2 holes right there are actually the bracket for the exhaust, but it's also the bottom 2 bolts for the transmission side door. They're straight missing, so she's been leaking some oil. Get those replaced. I'm going to put a new front tire on this thing too for her. She had 330 seconds, but like we talked about on the channel before, you go on a big trip, you got 330 seconds, especially on a big heavyweight like a Trike. Yeah, what if you catch some rain or something? Tires are important. Check this out. Pretty trick, isn't it? Just dropping the... I like this lift. I like this lift a lot. If there was just some lighting from my YouTube videos, I'd be good to go. I've actually already done a luggage rack install on this channel, so let's not talk about that. Let's talk about how I mentioned that I went to Orlando on June 4th, but I didn't actually start until June 27th or something. I was there like way before. I knew I was going to school for a really long time, like almost a full year. So I've been saving up for such a journey. It just made sense to finish my lease out and start a new lease at the beginning of a month and all that stuff. Figured it'd give me a chance where I didn't have school to like find a job and stuff. So I beat the streets, I looked for a job. I've been in the restaurant business for a long time. So it just made sense that I would try to find a job in a restaurant. I wanted like to work somewhere cool, not corporate restaurant that's everywhere, one that I'd worked at before. I wanted like Disney World or some like local Orlando spot like that I could never work in again. So that's why I went down early though, is to kind of ease my mind and give me a chance to like get into a routine. I rode to school at the exact time that I had to be there so that I knew like traffic, because it's a big city, it's not what I'm used to. So I wanted to like, you know, get my bearings. I didn't necessarily need 3 weeks to do it, but it sure made me feel better. Whoa, on the first day of school. I was scared. All right, let me install this. We'll get back to that in a second. You guys probably can't see anything. There we go. You know what they don't teach in school? Exhaust stud removal. You know, if one breaks or something. Check this out. Also, pray for me, because this really sucks. So I took that grinder and cleaned up the edge of the stud where it was all dirty, sanded down the nut a little bit, and then put a big old fat bead between the two. Boom. That's hot, by the way. Don't touch that. I should add, I don't actually even weld. I don't really know, like I don't weld. I can use the welder to get me through some stuff that would otherwise suck. I got a birthday present from Jason Spencer. Can't really, Jesus. There is a lot of tape on here. Rolling Thunder shirt, pretty sweet. Harley Davidson in Washington, D.C. That is pretty cool. Thank you, Jason. I'm gonna rock that one day soon. In 2011, I had one child. I was recently married, and well, I needed a life change, you know, something different. I'd been bartending for a long time, and that's where the nervousness of the whole thing came in. Why I ended up in Orlando so early is kind of to feel like that was normal, to try to cut down on the craziness of like waking up early. That alone was insane sounding. Bartending for years, operated on like a 4 p.m. to 3 a.m. schedule. I guess New Year's resolutions, that's what a lot of people shoot for, like life-changing resolutions. Sometimes it's something simple like losing weight. If you're gonna set a goal for yourself, I just like my birthday more. I'm 33 today. I think it's, in my head, it works better to think of what I want to accomplish as a 33-year-old, not in the year 2018, if that makes sense. I get tons of messages about, well, how people want to go to school and doing research and stuff. I didn't know anybody that went to. I researched it pretty much through the school only. Matter of fact, I had a lot of people tell me that I shouldn't do it. It's too expensive, that it's not worth it. I could learn another way, like through an apprenticeship or something like that. And that's true. You can learn through an apprenticeship. You can't learn as fast. Where I'm at, an apprenticeship would have been near impossible in good old Columbus, Georgia. Maybe where you live, that is a viable option. There's something to be said about completing a goal, though. A start and end point in school is a legitimate goal for yourself, and it's important to have those. I didn't really for myself until I had kids. It's funny how that works. It's hard to hold yourself to something when you're young and single, but then it's hard to complete something when you have a lot of people relying on you. And that's where the nerves of a huge change in your life, like moving cities, and even if it's a new job, even if it's not school, it just certain things you'll do in life that are scary. Those are the best rewards, are like taking risks. If you just sit back and let life float you by, then I don't know that you would have accomplished much approaching it that way. I'm sure you guys will let me know if I'm wrong in the comments section. If you get my drift, let me know that too. Last time I can think of really setting a goal for myself is this time last year. I didn't start on my birthday, the YouTube channel that is, but I was setting stuff up to start as a 32-year-old. I'd bought the camera. I was trying to figure out how to learn to edit and stuff, you know, watching YouTube videos, because let's be honest, that's where you really learn stuff. You don't learn anything at school. All right, that's pretty much my break. I think I need a Monster. I feel like, can y'all tell that I'm like about to fall asleep? I need something better than Mountain Dew. New Healy coil after getting that exhaust let out. They did teach you how to do that stuff in school. All right, I'm pretty much done for the day. I'm wore out. This one will still be here when I get here tomorrow morning. I'm absolutely sure of it. So if last year's goal was to start a YouTube channel, this year's goal is definitely to make it better. Post more videos more often, yeah. Get more subs. Get a little nostalgic, you know, when it's my birthday, because every year since I went to school, my birthday's been like that much more important, or meant that much more, or something. Because the older you get, the birthdays aren't that important, right? Holy smokes, it's hot in here. It is absolutely June 4th. In Georgia right now. So the reason I bring all this up though, for you guys, what it's supposed to mean for you, is that you gotta take risks to like make it worth it. I get a lot of messages about school and you know what I think about it. I just got one a little while ago from a subscriber in the YouTube comments about if I like my job. Yes, I do. I love my job. If I could every birthday move back to Orlando and do what it took to get this job, I would do it every single time. Most things that are worth wanting are worth working hard for, and that's what motorcycle school was. I'm glad I picked a day to make the changes, if that makes sense. And I don't know, life is short. The older my kids get, the more I realize it. The more birthdays I have, the more I realize it. So yeah, you can take that to the bank or something. I don't know. I've probably been rambling for a long time. For you guys, it's just been like 10 minutes. For me, it's been all day. So hopefully I hit all the points that I wanted to make. But for the most part, I just wanted to let you guys know that it was worth it. Let you guys know that my goal last year was to start a YouTube channel, and you guys are part of making that happen. You guys are going to be part of this next year's goal of making that YouTube channel even better. So I thank you guys for that. And I wanted to kind of inspire you guys to take risks. I know that it's not easy, but hard work does pay off. You just gotta commit 100%, 110%, whatever motivational people say. Don't just half-ass it and expect to get good results. Go hard, dream big. All right, that's about as inspirational as I can be for one day. If you like this video, give it a big dirty thumbs up. If you want to see more content like this, make sure to hit the subscribe button, tap the bell notification so you know when I upload. It's going to be a big part of the next year is uploading more, so you need to know when I'm doing it. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.